Hi friends, welcome to Bodhanapu Meena's channel. Today I am here before you to discuss an important topic regarding the modal auxiliaries which we are using in our day-to-day life. These modal auxiliaries are used to ask permissions to express abilities and possibilities. In this video, we are going to look at them in detail. So friends, kindly subscribe, share and like my channel and press the bell button for further notifications. Let us see the meaning of modal auxiliary. A modal auxiliary verb or simply a modal is used to change the meaning of main verbs by expressing modality. And these modal auxiliary verbs can only act as auxiliaries and cannot be used as main verbs or principal verbs. Let us see the structure to use these modal auxiliaries in a sentence. Except in interrogative sentences, these modal auxiliaries are used between the subject and the verb. Let us see in an example. She can swim. Here she is the subject and swim is the principal verb or the main verb. And can is used to modify this principal verb to show the ability of a person to swim. And hence here modal verb is used between the subject and the verb in this example. Modal verbs do not have infinitives or ing forms. Infinitives are made by adding to before the verb. So to can or canning is wrong and to shell or shelling is incorrect. And these modal auxiliaries do not take in the ending s in the third person singular. And modal auxiliaries remain unchanged with the subject. So he can sing is correct and he can't sing is wrong. The modal auxiliaries are can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might. And these are the pure modal auxiliaries. And the semi-modal auxiliaries are must, have to, ought to. We will see in detail regarding each and every modal auxiliary. Discuss regarding the modal auxiliaries can and could. These modal auxiliaries are used to denote capability or potentiality or be able to do something. We will better understand this with the help of examples. He ran as much as he could. It shows the capacity of a person to run and he ran to his fullest strength. She can draw wonderful pictures. To draw wonderful pictures is her ability. And the next one is he can lift that box. That is his capacity to lift or he is able to lift that box. So in order to denote capacity or potentiality we will use can or could. Modal auxiliaries can and could can also be used to denote someone is allowed to do something. Let us see the examples. Mom said I could have a dessert after my lunch. So mom allowed or gave permission to eat dessert after lunch. The next example is my brother said you can't go home alone. My brother didn't allow me to go alone to home. Let us see the difference between can and could. Can expresses the ability in the present or in future. Let us see the example. What else can he do? Here we are asking for a person's ability at present. The answer may be he can write programs. So here the person is capable of writing programs at present. So we will see the future situation. I can get a government job after my graduation. So here the person's capability of getting a job after the graduation. So that is in future. Can is used to express the person's ability both in present or in future. Now let us see regarding could. The past form of can is could. Could expresses past ability of a person. I could solve such puzzles within no time when I was young. Means before I am capable of solving such puzzles within less time, but now I am not able to do that. So could expresses the past ability. The negative forms of can is cannot and its contraction is can't. The negative form of could is could not and the contraction of it is couldn't. Now we will have a glance at another modal auxiliary may. This is used to ask permission or to give permission in a polite way. Let us see the examples given below. May I come in, ma'am? May I know your name? May I use this laptop? This auxiliary is used in formal situations, means when you are speaking to your colleagues, strangers, higher officials in business settings, etc., we will use this may. But we can substitute this may with can while you are using in informal situations like when you are speaking with your close relatives, close friends, and within your family members. Like, can I come in? Can I know your name? Can I use this laptop? So can is used in informal situations and may is used in formal situations. And now let us see how to give permission using may in a polite way. John, you may go, but Sally, you may not. So John got permission to go home, but Sally did not got the permission to leave. So may is used to ask permissions as well as to give permission in a polite way. May is also used in expressing possibility. We may go to the party. In this situation, there is a chance of going to the party. And the second one is, if you are not careful, you may get hurt. Here, there is a condition that if we are not careful, there is a chance of getting hurt. So, these are the two examples for expressing possibility with may. May is also used to offer in a polite way. May I help you? Offering help here. It is also used to express wishes for the future. May God bless you, dear. May you be safe in your journey. So wishing for someone to be safe in their journey and wishing for someone that they should be blessed by God. So may is used to ask permission and to give permission in a polite way, express possibility and to offer in a polite way and to express wishes for the future. Let us see the next modal auxiliary, might. Might is the past tense of may. It is used to denote possibility of less occurrence. Example, he asked if he might use my laptop today. She wondered she might bring the boyfriend to the ceremony. In these two cases, the chance of occurrence is very less. And might is also used for giving suggestions. You might ask your mom to buy a scooty for you. You might try to fix the bug by rebooting the system. So these are the suggestions. One is to buy a scooty and the other is how to fix the bug by rebooting the system. So might is used to denote a weak possibility and it is also used to give suggestions. Important thing to be noted here is maybe and could be can also be used for possibility. Maybe is an adverb which means possibly and is used usually at the beginning of the sentence. The examples are, maybe he is the team leader of the project. So he seems to be the team leader, or possibly he is the team leader of the project. Why didn't he come to the class today? Actually, we don't know the reason. In order to inquire, the answer may be he could be sick. So possibly he is sick, that's why he couldn't turn to the school. Maybe and could be can also be used to denote possibility. Let us see the gist of will. Will denotes the future time. The examples are, I'll come tomorrow. So simple future tense. She will be singing at the party. Future continuous tense. It is hard to believe that by next month it will have been 3 years worked in this institution. Future perfect tense. So will is used to denote future time. Continuation of will denoting the future time. By the time I get there, she will have been waiting for me. Future perfect continuous tense. So this is rarely used. Negative form of will is will not and the contraction is won't. So we will use this in a sentence. I think I won't be coming for the party. I won't give my book to you. And will is used to form questions. So as discussed before, while we are forming the questions, modal auxiliary should come before the subject. Use will before the subject, that is invert will with the subject. So what will you do today? So will came before the subject here. The subject is you. Will is also used for expressing ability and willingness. I will clean this room. Willingness to clean the room. It is also used for requesting and offering someone. Will you have a cup of coffee? Offering a cup of coffee to someone. Will you take care of my child for a while? Requesting someone to take care of a child. And will is also used in conditional sentences. If I see him, I will post the news. If I didn't see him, I will not. Command. You will finish your work now. So you have to finish your work now itself. So it's an order to finish your work. So will is used to denote the future tense, ability and willingness, requesting and offering, and in conditional and used as a command. Let us see the next auxiliary verb, would. Would is the past tense of will. It is used in the place of will to the things that had happened in the past. It is used to denote the future tense in the past. The example is, I thought they would have reached here by now. It is also used to denote willingness. She would not come out of her room. It shows that she is not willing to come out of her room. Would is also used to make polite requests. Like, would you please take out this from my way? It is also used to express desires. I would like to have coffee. I would like to watch movie tonight. Would is also used to make preferences. Like, what would you like to have? Coffee or tea? Where would you like to go for your vacation? Ooty or Kodaikanal? Would is used to denote future tense in the past, to make polite requests, to express desires, and to make preferences. Let us see our next modal auxiliary, shall. Shall is used in the place of will, but it gives more formal impression compared to will. It is used to denote future tense. I shall call you. Simple future. We shall be waiting for your approval. Future continuous tense. And it is also used for offering suggestion and advice also. Shall I wash the dishes? Offer. Shall I go by car or will it be better to walk? It's a seeking for advice. It's already late. Shall we go home now? It's a suggestion. Shall is also used to frame interrogative sentences with WH words like what, why, where, who, how, when. Where shall I begin? What shall I do with this? And it is also used to form formal commands or orders. The student shall remain silent in the library. It is a rule that the student should not speak in the library. The fifth lockdown dictates that no one should go out after 9 p.m. So it is also a rule So no one should roam around after 9 p.m. on the roads. Shall is used to denote future tense, offers, suggestions, advises, and framing interrogative sentences and giving formal commands. Our next modal auxiliary is a should. Should is the past form of shall. It is used to give advice and recommendations. We should use helmet while driving. It's an advice. We should try that new Andhra mess. It's a recommendation. It is used in interrogative sentences to ask someone's suggestions. What should I see while I am in Malaysia? Should I inform this to police? So these are asking for suggestions from someone. Should is also used to quote expectations. She should be here by now. She is expecting her to be now here. I think this movie should be interesting. Expecting the movie to be interesting and good. It is also used for polite obligations and duty. I think she should pay for me this time. Healthcare should be provided free for everyone. So these are the duties which are framed with the help of should. Should is used for giving advices, used in interrogative sentences for asking someone suggestions, for quoting expectations, and to give polite obligations. Let us see semi-modals now. Semi-modals are verbs that sometimes behave like modal auxiliary verbs. These are used with the base form of the verbs to create a unique meaning. Let us see one by one. Be able to. This is used in the place of can to denote the possibility and ability of doing something. The examples here are: I will be able to see you after lunch. There is a possibility to meet after lunch. He is able to offer you the best possible price. The next one is ought to. It is used to give advice or making logical deduction. It can be used as should. Are you not feeling well? You ought to see a doctor. You can also use you should see a doctor. They ought to have got back home by now. They should have got back home by now. The next one is must or have to. It is used to denote obligation or duty. He must sing loudly. The example is he must sing loudly. And the next one is you have to get up early in the morning. Have to is used as an order rather than a guideline. Let us practice for better understanding the concepts. Let us start our practice session. Let us see the first question in the practice session. First one is Srujana dash plays kabaddi well. This sentence shows the capability or potentiality of Srujana. That too in the present tense. So which modal auxiliary comes here? Can. The next one is if you go to picnic, you dash carry a camera. So this sentence tells about a suggestion. So which modal auxiliary is used for giving suggestion? Should. Let us see the next one. Dash I borrow your pencil. So this is a request. So which is used for requesting. Can is used for informal request and may is used in formal request. We didn't know what kind of request it is. So we can use either can or may. And the next one is you dash be over 18 to ride a bike. So that is an obligation. So the answer should be must. The fifth one is it's been late, my brother dash be sleeping. So there is a possibility. So what is used for possibility? might. Here it is a weak possibility, so we are using might. Sixth one, I wish I dash run faster. So which is used for wishes? Good. Seventh one, it dash be sunny and hot this summer. So it is representing the future. So we have to use which modal auxiliary? Will. Let us see the next one. You dash smoke in this school. So this is not permitted in the school. Smoking is not permitted in the school or not allowed in the school, which is so which modal auxiliary is used for allowing? Can. So here we will not allow, it is in a negative sense. What we have to use? Cannot. Let us see the next question. Dash you mind me telling this address. So this is a polite request, so we have to use would. Mind is preceded by would. Let us see the next question. He dash come tomorrow. So there is a possibility, so what we have to use? May. So friends, practice well after understanding these concepts. If you are having any queries, just post in the comment box below. I think you understood modal auxiliaries well, friends. Thank you for watching and have a great day.